It's yummy time.
Read it and weep. Okay, fine. We have an upcoming forbidden/limited list update. And from what I've heard, I think Xsaber is on here, but I think this is an emergency ban list, so thanks, Konami. Thank you, dude. Attention duelists, the implementation of the forbidden limited list is planned to occur on the date listed below. Okay, when? May 16th? What is today? April 26th? Sure. Details. Whoa. Okay, yeah, Nerf'd wasn't kidding. Nerf'd was not kidding. Yeah, 1 minute YouTube video. Yeah, dude. Alright, so Xian's Dojo got semi-limited. Sick. Why? This card will be placed on the limited list as it allows 6 Sams to consistently synchro legendary 6 Sam Xian on the first turn. Well, no crap, Konami. You didn't think about that when you released this card? Are you kidding me? Like, you didn't think about that? For real? Wow. Can we semi-limit Inishi too, at least? Inishi's what, like a rare? If we semi-dojo an Inishi, come on. Come on. But, I guess, whatever. What does this even do? What is 6 Sams even running that's like... What are they running? Make sure to drag it out to 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, okay. They're not running like Econ. They're not even running anything that's already semi-limited. So it's like, what is this gonna do? So you can run 2 dojos and what? That's it. Treacherous? Are you for real? No way. I did not know that. Oh, okay, well that's extremely toxic. And I feel like testing post-ban list 6 Sams is like not even worth it, because then it's like, what? It's not like I was running Treacherous to begin with. Just ban Xian already. Komani doesn't understand the harm they've caused with PvP. I feel like this happens all the time though. This is a lot faster than they nerfed Kawaki's though. Kawaki's were around for a lot longer, I feel like. And then like they decided to hit 6 Sams like 2 weeks after the box came out or whatever. The worst thing is 6 Sams don't even need Treacherous, so post-ban decks will just run more dual wields. Dude, feels bad. I don't know, I feel like they're not gonna nerf more 6 Sams because literally I feel like it just came out in the most recent box, correct? Yeah, it came out in this box. Must buy. Hello! Now, we talked about the ban list. I'm gonna move on to this new mini box leak thanks to duellinksmeta.com. Go check them out. Not a paid actor, by the way. This one's called Lords of Shining. I feel like I've seen this cover guy before. He looks kind of familiar, or he looks like something I've seen in Duel Links before. I don't know where he's from though. Forgive me, I don't really know. I don't know many cards. Like, most of the cards that are new in Duel Links, actually all of the cards that are new in Duel Links is new to me. So, whatever. It is a new mini box. Amazing. I'm a little still traumatized from pulling Xian from the main box. I'm still hurting a little, just from that. And I'm still missing a bunch of URs from the relatively recent boxes. Like, I'm still missing a Psychic Wielder. I think I'm still missing some other UR from the last main box. So that's kind of sad. I feel like I'm like slowly falling behind. But whatever, we got a new mini box. Whether you're ready for it or not, Konami's they just want your money. So, off the bat, we have Elemental Hero The Shining. That's a horror movie, by the way. It's a level 8. It requires 1 elemental hero plus 1 light monster. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card gains 300 attack... Oh wait, this card gains 300 attack for each of your banished elemental hero monsters. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target up to 2 of your banished elemental hero monsters. Add those targets to your hand. I think that's really interesting that they're adding a lot more E-Heroes because we just got the E-Hero structure deck. And a lot of people have been asking whether or not they should invest in the E-Hero EX structure deck. Personally, I think without getting new support, I think that you should. I think that all of the structure decks, for the money that you pay for them, I'm I think they're all worth it. Compared to main boxes and mini boxes, you're really not spending that much. So if you want to have something that's like at least decent, it's worth paying what, like 15-20 bucks for these 3 copies of each of them. I think this will work really well with Miracle Contact, because Miracle Contact banishes everything, I believe, correct? So I think that'll work out. I'm actually excited that we're getting more support, especially because we just got Neos, and Neos is like really fun to me. Not that I know anything about Elemental Heroes, I just know that people who do play the TCG and currently play Duel Links, they love E-Heroes, so I'm pretty excited for this. Moving on, next you are the White Stone of Ancients. Is this a Blue Eyes card? I think it is. Dragon Tuner, once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of White Stone of Ancients once per turn. Whoa. Are Blue Eyes like relevant again? Is that like a thing? I mean, I'm not sure if this is necessarily what Blue Eyes needed right now, considering they've been kind of irrelevant for a while. So I don't think that this is gonna see much use, but I could be completely wrong. Personally, I think Blue Eyes is kind of dead right now. And there's not much bringing it back unless there's something else in this mini box that has more like Blue Eyes support or any kind of like synchros that could help Blue Eyes out. But yeah, I think I agree with Steffel that it is too late for Blue Eyes support, so that's kind of unfortunate. Next you are the Deep Grave. Someone in the chat earlier said that this is probably gonna be problematic. Let's see. Target one monster in either player's graveyard during your next standby phase. Special summon it from the graveyard. I'm like confused on this because some cards that say you can special summon from the graveyard, like it says that you can special summon on your side of the field, but I'm assuming this is how this works. You can target a monster in either play, like from your opponent's graveyard, and special summon it on your side of the field. Is that how this works? Right? Next turn, monster reborn. Easy Shien steal. Yeah, like, okay, so let's say you Sazank summon you Shien, and then you target their Shien in the grave and you take it. Sure, I feel like that's... yeah, I guess that sounds a little bit problematic. That sounds kind of annoying. I think that this will actually be really good for tournaments as well, not just the ladder. Because I remember like Bad Aim. Like Bad Aim is a really good card, but I only really see it being used in tournaments. And I think that this would be really, really helpful for like super competitive play. So I don't know if this will be toxic necessarily. I think that we have a lot of back row removal. I don't know though, hold on. The Deep Grave, that would be chainable anyway. So like if your opponent tries to Cosmic Cyclone, they have to do it early. So yeah, yikes! Big yikes! That's a yikes from me! Alright, Yubel can play it? Oh god, that sounds awful. Anyway, yeah, that sounds annoying. Moving on to all of the SRs, very briefly. Celestial Wolflord Blue Sirius. This guy has 3 heads. That's interesting. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. It is a level 6 synchro, and it is also a generic synchro, meaning this should be easy to summon. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 2400 attack. Damn! Dude, hold on. We just got a main box with Shien, and that's like broken, but I feel like it's all getting power crept already, which is kind of crazy to me and a little bit sad, but I guess that's how Yu-Gi-Oh works. They just power creep everything. This is like, essentially this is like anti-Shien. You make Shien lose attack and then they can't attack anything anymore, but they could initiate, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, dude. Well, I guess it has to be destroyed, right? So maybe it's not as great as I'm making it seem. Yeah, they can bounce it. So, yeah, never mind. Screw that. 6 Sam's too powerful. Let's just get rid of 6 Sam's altogether. Moving on to Dark Lord Ixel. Is that how you say this? Level 10 fairies. Oh yeah, okay, so I guess we're getting new fairy support, which will work very well with like Divine Punishment and Sanctuary in the Sky, right? You can discard this card and add 1 Dark Lord card. Draw 2 cards. It's a quick effect. This is a quick effect, I'm sorry. You can pay 1,000 LP, then target 1 Dark Lord spell or trap in your graveyard. Apply that target's effect, then shuffle that target into the deck. You can only use each effect of Dark Lord Excel once per turn. You can only special summon Dark Lord Excel. I can't read that. Once per turn. I guess chat is telling me that this girl's bae. Or she's good or something like that, so I'm gonna take their word for it. Gain 1k per fairy draw. Oh, that's what Fairy Smile does? Oh, okay, that sounds super annoying then. That sounds annoying because I feel like counter fairies already are like kind of stally or take a little bit long. But I don't know, whatever. Sure, she's bae according to everyone in chat. Dark Lord Superbia. When this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target 1 fairy-type monster in your graveyard except Dark Lord Superbia. Special summon that target. Oh, so you can special summon this thing, right? Counter fairies used to rely on the opponent activating effects when they can just attack. Now they'll have big monsters. The big weakness of counter fairies used to be that they fall to big monsters attacking without using effects. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you guys. See, this is why it's so much nicer to have people who play the TCG do this with me, like go over the box with me, because I'm like really inexperienced as far as new cards go. Amazing. Okay, moving on. Dark Lord Desire. Dark Lord Desire. Level 10. Cannot be special summoned. You can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 fairy type monster. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. This card loses exactly 1,000 attack, and if it does, send that target to the graveyard. Bro, what? I still don't really know how good these monster effects are gonna be in terms of like Xsaber setting up their whole board with like Inishi and stuff like that. I feel like they're just gonna bounce everything back to your hand, and I feel like depending on how quickly the counter fairies can swarm the board, or is this counter fairing? I don't know. Depending on how quickly this can swarm the board, I think it'll be okay. But I'm not really sure. Send to the grave is not destroy. It'll still lose to Inishi, says Tamai. Okay, yeah, I feel like Inishi is just a big problem. Where like, I'm liking all of these monster effects so far. But it's like, once you get it out on the field, Inishi could just bounce it back to your hand, correct? Sacred... Stay on the screen. Sacred Arch Air Knight Parsha. I think I heard DK talking about this yesterday. If you activate a counter trap card, or if you negate the activation of a spell trap card or monster effect, except during the damage step, you can banish 2 other fairy monsters from your hand, field, and or graveyard. Special summon this card from the graveyard if it was there when you activated / negated, or hand, even if not. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you could add 1 Parshath card or 1 counter trap from deck to hand. That was a mouthful. I think that's pretty pog. I mean, 2800 attack, 23 defense, he's a big boy. You can add a counter trap from your deck to your hand, meaning you get to search out a Divine Punishment. And if you have Sanctuary in the Sky on the field, that's pog. The even if not part is referring to if you draw him somehow in a chain, like if someone dark bribed. Ooh, okay. The main reason you can run it is because of its counter trap. So yeah, you can add Divine Punishment or whatever other counter trap to your hand, correct? Divine Punishment spam, says Shadow Cloud. That sounds super annoying. I actually really hate Divine Punishment, and I hope that it's not meta. But for the sake of power creeping Xsams, then maybe we can make counter fairies meta. You know? If that helps, then by all means, like if we can just get rid of Inishi or something like that, we can Divine Punishment Inishi effect or Divine Punishment dual wield effect. Sure. Maybe. Anyway. Steel Swarm Moth. When this card is tribute summoned by tributing a Steel Swarm monster, you can pay 1,000 life points to target up to 2 cards your opponent controls. Return those targets to the hand. Damn. Okay, as far as I know, I've never played Steel Swarms in Duel Links. I think I have the cards, but I feel like Steel Swarms are just not there. I think we have Evil Swarms and Steel Swarms, and so far they've been like completely garbage. So maybe this is a card that can maybe help it out. Pay 1,000 life points to target up to 2 cards. But that's kind of costly though. Like you have to tribute summon one. You have to tribute summon one Steel Swarm. And then you have to pay 1,000 life. So it's like a dual wield, but like more costly. Which I'm not really sure how worth it that is. Like, as far as I'm concerned, dual wield is so much better than this. So, in my opinion, because I don't really know how the combos work, I'm gonna say my first impression of this card is maybe not that great. But I guess depending on what else is in this mini box, it could be. I don't really have any hopes for Steel Swarms, to be completely honest with you. At least not with this box. Evil Swarm Mandragora. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Amazing! We have more hazy support. We can tribute summon. We can tribute summon this Mandragora with a hazy, and then we can just spam hazies, and then that's it. We win the duel. Now, I don't know. Is there gonna be more Evil Swarms in this box? I'm not really sure. Yes? Yes? No. I see a lot of Xsabers and I see a reprint of this Steel Swarm, but maybe, I guess this isn't the whole box. So. My chat box is like actually frozen right now. Hazy support Pog. It sucks that we have to compare everything to 6 Sams. Yes, it does. Maybe like in September when we do get Ixies, maybe this will get more support. As well as Madolches, please. Can we just get some Madolches? Thanks. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Xsaber Fall Troll. Oh, this guy's a troll. Cool. Level 6. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by controlling 2 or more face-up Xsaber monsters. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target... Oh my god. You can target 1 level 4 lower Xsaber monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Dude, Wayne is so excited, dude. Wayne is stoked on more Xsabers, okay? We got another Xsaber, and we have, I think, more... Yeah, definitely way more Xsabers in this box. Xsabers, I think, right now are pretty good. They're not, like, amazing right now as far as the whole meta goes, but I think that Xsabers are pretty solid, and I think that adding more Xsaber cards could help them out. It's a level 6, and you can special summon it, and then I think you can synchro. You can synchro a lot easier, I think. What? I don't even know what level. I think Hyunlei is like a level 5. I don't know if you'd want to synchro with this necessarily, though. It's a 2400 attack guy. I think you'd want to just swing with it. Wait, that's a board clog, though. Oh, okay, so if you tribute summon this, you can then special summon a tuner or something back onto the field. But if you special summon it, that's like a complete monster board clog. So I think maybe you'd want to tribute summon this just to get that special summon from the grave. Oh, you cannot normal summon it. Oh, okay. So hold on. So all your monster spots are all gonna be filled with this then, right? Okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm good. Yeah, that's what Tim IS is saying. Is Fall Troll is good when you have 5 slots, but then it's like, so you have to special summon this guy, and then you have to already have a tuner on the field for this to work out pretty well. Because then you could synchro summon with the other 2. You keep the 2400 beat stick, and then you can special summon, I don't know, whatever, maybe like some level 4 beater from the graveyard when you have like a Hyunlei on the board. So then you have Xsaber, Fall Troll, you have Hyunlei, and then you have whatever the level 4 beater guy is. Correct? Okay, Reiko, Lightsworn Hunter. Oh, that's a jog. That's a jog. Flip effects. Apply these effects simultaneously. You can destroy 1 card on the field, and then you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Okay, amazing. It is a level 2 non-tuner guy. Lightsworns are kind of bad right now. So unless there's more Lightsworns in this box, I'm gonna pass on this one. I mean, Lightsworns are pretty cool. You special summon from grave when things are sent to the graveyard, but I just don't think that Lightsworns are like amazing. I don't have any faith in flip effect monsters though. Feels bad. Maybe with enough like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say no, that I don't like this card. Wired tap, love tap. When a trap card is activated, negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle that card into the deck. I feel like, okay, so this will work with all the counter fairies, right? Let's say you're running, I don't know, I feel like Divine Punishment's better though, because this is only trap card, and then it shuffles it back into the deck, so I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like I don't like this. Like, I feel like I'd rather it be sent to the graveyard than shuffled back into the deck. However, this could help out with like Survival's End maybe, but I'm also not really seeing too many dinos, you know? So that's the only thing I could think of is like what traps are used to be banished from the graveyard, and I think just Survival's End. Yeah, I feel like Survival's End's not relevant, and I wouldn't want to shuffle a Drowning Mirror Force back into the deck. It will be good in tournaments, I guess so. Personally, I just don't think I like this card. Maybe it'll be Pog, maybe it won't. I don't think it will be. And then I'm gonna look back on this YouTube video and regret that I ever said that, so. Anyway, moving on. I'm seeing, just as far as like this goes, I think there's more cards in the mini box than what is on the website, because I think this is just leaks, correct? There's a lot of Dark Lord stuff in here, and there's also just Xsabers and Steel Swarms. That's what I'm seeing the most of. What the hell is this? Stuffed animal. What is this? It may look like a harmless stuffed animal, but its zipper mouth deals a deadly bite. Yeah! I'm trying to pull 3 of those. I want this. Overall, I think that this box is okay. I think the thing that I'm most excited for is probably Xsabers, because I think Xsabers are already fun, and then the fact that we're getting a little bit more Xsabers cards could make them go up against 6 Sams, at least I hope. But we still have like Inishi to deal with. So if there were anything in this box that I missed that could directly deal with Inishi, then yeah, like I'd care about that, because that's probably one of the most annoying cards right now, along with Shien. But Inishi and Shien together are just horrible. As far as Dark... As far as Dark Lords go, I'm not really sure that there's enough in a main, or I'm sorry, in the mini box for them to make like a complete deck. And there's a random Noble Knight card for some reason in here. Do we already have this? I'm pretty sure we do. I don't know, maybe this is new. During your end phase, you can activate each of these effects once per turn, depending on the total number of Noble Knight cards. Dude, no one's playing Noble Knights right now. There's a synchro. There's a Noble Knight synchro. For real? Where? I don't see it. This? Oh, Ignoble Knight. I was looking for Noble Knight. It's Ignoble Knight. What the hell is this? When this card is synchro summoned, you can equip one Noble Arms equipped spell card from your deck to this card at the end of the battle phase if this card is destroyed. If this card destroyed a monster by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Noble Knight or Noble Arms card from deck to hand. No, dude. I don't think Noble Knights are gonna make a comeback. I really think that there's too much Floodgate and Canadia for Noble Knights to ever be good again, unfortunately. So I'm gonna say no on that. I think this box is pretty decent. I don't think it's quite as good as the main box that we just got, which was 6 Sams, unfortunately. But I think that there's some pretty good stuff in here to at least make the meta hopefully a little bit more interesting. Just please limit Inishi. Please just get rid of Inishi. I just don't want it anymore. No one wants Inishi anymore, okay? Anyway, I think I've rambled for far too long. I know you want me to go over Dark Illusion, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna end the video. So thank you guys for watching this video. Okay, Tamaya said to look at it. Where? Oh god. You guys are making this editing bad. This editing is gonna be bad. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated that targets a dark monster on the field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Shut up. Okay, I'm ending this video. You guys told me to look at this card. This card sucks. Garbage. like this video if you like this new box, or like this video if you don't like this new box. I think it's so-so. I don't think it's gonna be the best box ever, but I think that there's some cards worth pulling in here, like the Dark Lords and the Xsabers. So anyway, I'm not excited about it, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. So if you want to watch me play the new cards, I will be streaming it on Monday and on Sunday. And this video is going up on Saturday. So anyway, catch me on Sunday opening this box, hopefully not getting cucked, and then Monday playtesting the new cards. I'd really appreciate it. And go to Plush Egg and go buy something so I could buy these cards. Okay, thank you guys. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.